Hello RV people, how you guys doing? Alright, so today the issue we're having is this toilet leak. So what happens is, as soon as you turn on the water pump, water just leaks all around here, and it drips from the flush pedal. So basically the valve, also it leaks inside too continuously. So you got this flooding going on. So basically what we need to replace is the valve which is inside the flush pedal. So the part is, make sure you get the original, make sure if your RV is a Thetford model, you can find out there's a sticker behind the toilet. Find the toilet, the sticker, the model number, stuff like that. And then mine is a Thetford. So don't just go on Amazon and grab non-OEM parts, because those parts, they'll fit, but they don't last for maybe 6 months, and after that you'll have leaks. So definitely get the original part. Maybe you have to go to your nearby dealer or call Camping World or whatever, but you have to get the original part. It's not even that big difference in price. All right, so as you can see, I can try to replace it from here, but it's a little bit tight space. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take out the toilet outside and do the work outside, because these things makes easier. So the toilet is mounted with one in the bolt and two. Just remove those 2 bolts, and then there's the water connections here. Remove the water connections, and then the toilet can pop out. So let's do that, and I'll take you step by step. All right. One thing I forgot, I drained all my water from my 40-gallon tank. You can do that. Also open up all your faucets so you can get all the air out, so you can minimize as much leak as possible. So that's the best thing to do, just drain your water if you can. If you can't, just open the faucets, close all the water pumps, disconnect the water connection if you're at the campground from outside. All right, so now the toilet is out. So now basically we have to take this flush handle out. So you just have to kind of wiggle it on both sides, grab both sides hand, and it's supposed to pop off. So, and then we change the parts inside, like the valves, and just remember how everything is, so that you can maybe take a picture while it's inside here, and then you can just put the new parts, and we'll put it back and we'll test. Hopefully no more leak. All right, so now we wiggle this pedal out. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. So basically we're changing this one, just removing that with a new one. I'm not gonna replace the seal, the black seal, because that's inside here and it's not giving me any issue. But if your water doesn't stay, let's say you flush and maybe you put like half bowl of water, and then if it's just always draining, the seal is not good. It should stay like a little bit water in the toilet. But if you have that issue, that means it's time to replace this seal, because it's not sealing properly. That's why the water just doesn't stay filled up a little bit on top, But if you don't have that issue, you just have to replace these parts. All these parts that come with it, they're all in here. So let's do that. Also, on all the O-rings, make sure you use this kind of lubricant. If the new part doesn't come with its own grease, you need to use this kind of lubricant, plumber's lubricant, stuff like that, so that on all the O-rings like these ones, before you put them in. Alrighty. Alright guys, so now when you try to put this in here, you have to go from the bottom. Like don't go from the top. You have to kind of go on an angle, like from the bottom. That's how you go in, and then make sure that you kind of turn it from, and then make sure it locks, kind of resistance. Then you put it in here, and then basically wiggle it, and it's supposed to latch in and lock. And then basically you have to match the same position that before you took out everything in here. You have to match the same position that you took picture. So as long as you do that, that's the correct way. So what happened was, you think it's easy, so you put it from the top like that, but nothing holds this. This should be tight. Once you put it in there, it shouldn't move. The reason is because you put it, if you put it from top, it doesn't work like that. It looks like ideal, but no, you have to go from inside. But since inside it doesn't go in like that, you have to kind of an angle and then go, and I'll show you, hold on. Yeah, basically like this position. All right, let's put it in. All right, so I put it back in. So as I told you, there is a groove. Basically, once you put it in, this part, the outer lip, this is the one you push down and then rotate so that it could go in the groove. So I don't know if you can see the groove. So yeah, in here there's a groove. So when you put it in, you see this part should be on the where there's no groove. So that's kind of, you put it in from top, and then when you twist it, it's supposed to go in the groove, this side and then this side. There's grooves here on this side, 1, 2, and then on the bottom. So that's the whole mechanism. Basically, you push down and then you turn it, so it can lock into the groove. That's pretty much into it. And then this should be, now you see this doesn't come out because I put it in from inside. And then now you can just adjust it. You know, you can go up a little bit. You know, you can just, how it was in the picture. Basically, the goal is to align this, and then this to the inside of this. You see, now when you put it back, this guy, it has the spring. It says, yeah, the spring goes in here. So we're talking about this spring, and then everything that's kind of popping out, you know, there's another one here, and then this one. So there is places. So for the hole, obviously, for this, the middle one, you put it here. So yeah, and then there's I think, yeah, the white one, it goes in here. 1, 2, 3, align that and then push hard, and then it's supposed to lock. Then you're good to go. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect it to my water hose here. See, even before I put it in the RV, and then turn on the water hose and then try to flush outside, you know, see if there's any leaks or anything. That's the best way you can check. You don't have to do, you know, if there's a leak, then I'll basically try to do the job again before I bring it inside. So yeah, we'll do that. All right guys, so I finished. So basically the hardest part was aligning the holes. So basically there is a spring, it says spring, so that's easy to notice, but don't misalign the, you know, there's another one here which controls the cover to go open and close. So that also goes on a big hole, like the ones with a lot of grooves, you know, on the pedal. Don't put anything in those. Like each of them have a big, you know, the spring has a big hole that you have to align to, and then this one, the valve, has its own big hole, you know. So don't misplace it. I mistakenly put it in a different hole with like with the, you know, there's like shelves, kind of looks like a mini shelves hole. If you do that, when you try to flush, this thing won't close. It will close halfway. So that's not a correct way of putting here. So this is basically the most hardest part, is putting this back in. So just make sure you align that. And then the one in the back, this one, yeah, let's see if you can see it. Yeah, this one also has the big, yeah, there's a big hole way in the bottom here for the part that's sticking out, for this, you know, for this part that has a stick out thing. That goes in its own big hole. So don't use any of those cartridge kind of shelves. There's a big hole, kind of more like horizontal. The one in the back is more horizontal, but kind of big open hole. That holds the thing that sticks out on this side. The spring obviously has its own marked spring section, so no problem. But the thing is, the tricky part is you can't just align them perfectly before you tap it in to lock it in. You know what I'm saying? So it's not aligned perfectly. So you kind of have to put the spring in first and then push the pedal down a little bit to align this hole with the big insert here. I don't know if you can see, there's a big one here on this side. You have to kind of push it down a little bit. That's why doing this outside is so much easier. And then you kind of tilt the toilet on the other side to see clearly where the hole is going on that side. So you kind of have to, you know, adjust them one by one. And then once you press on this down a little bit, you align to this one, and then that one, make sure it goes on that hole. Then once you see that perfect, they're all in on a perfect hole, then you tap it in, pam. And then immediately you have to test, you have to flush. Even though you're outside, you can just flush. I couldn't connect the water hose because the connection is much skinnier. so it doesn't work like that. But it just right now, if I flush, see, it's supposed to go all the way. You have to check this, be careful. Yeah, you have to check this, so make sure it closes properly. Now we're ready to put it in and then connect to water and test it. All right, so I put it back. All right, so yeah, you know, the reason why we have to do this kind of tackle this kind of job ourselves is, for example, I called RV Tech. He said he's gonna charge me 125 to come to me, plus 150 an hour. Oh my goodness. So these RV Techs they're not like those Spanish people that you can pick up from Home Depot, you know. They're really pricey. That's why, you know what I'm saying, it's just better to just Google YouTube, and there's a lot of videos that shows you how to do this. Just YouTube it yourself, and the ChatGPT is your best friend. I'm telling you, ChatGPT, definitely you have to have her as your technician, you know. Sign up for that $20 a month subscription, and she got a lot of information that she can share with you, you know. On top of, if you combine ChatGPT with the YouTube videos, that you can avoid all these expensive charges, you know, technical charges, mechanic stuff like that. So yeah, so basically to take out this toilet is basically 1, 2 13mm, you know, and then disconnect disconnect this, yeah, the 3 poles, just 3 things, 3 threads, and then take it on and do the work outside. All right, so everything's in right now securely. So now I'm gonna connect the water and test it. Wish me luck. So I plugged into city water. So moment of truth. Are you ready? Let's see. Let's flush. Whoops. I guess the pedal is not returning by itself. Maybe it need to be some lube. I need to lube this, grease this, the O-ring maybe. But at least I have no leak. You know, as soon as we turn on the city water, it was leaking like crazy, dripping from here. See, nothing. Dry. So at least there's no leak. Everything is connected. Yep. So yeah, my O-ring is holding water good, but just maybe a couple flashes, it will come by itself. It's pretty clean. Still leaking is leak or what? I see a leak coming from somewhere. Yeah, I see a few drips of water. I don't know where it came from there, so we're gonna keep investigating. All right, so I was having issue because the pedal was not closing by itself, but now I put silicone grease on the rubber seals. So let's see. Hope I'm pretty much done with this. Let's see, guys. All right. Still doesn't make any difference. All right, so I needed to take it out again because this part is supposed to move like very smoothly. It's very hard, as you see, so it should have been lubricated inside. You know, this part from the inside before you put it in, it's supposed to be lubricated, not just the O-ring, but the whole thing from inside. So I'm going to take it out and lubricate it, because that's the reason why when I flush, the pedal doesn't come all the way up smoothly. This supposed to, you know, this you flush and this opens, and then when you release the pedal, it's supposed to smoothly go back like that. This is smooth, but it's not. When it's under pressure, yeah, it doesn't close the valve, so it needs to be lubricated. So I'm gonna try that and see if it's fixed the issue. All right, guys, another moment of truth. Let's see. So we lubricated that part, put it back. Water is on. So let's see now. Whew. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, don't forget to lubricate that part, basically, as I told you. Perfect. Yeah, shouldn't be hard. No leak. Ooh-wee. We are all set. All right, guys, hope this helps. And yeah, if you're struggling finding a RV mechanic, do it yourself, or even any like it doesn't have to be, you know, real like a RV technician, professional. It could be like a handyman too. Many things handyman can do. Many things in the RV. Many things in the RV, you know. So you can save money by, you know, basically getting used to some handyman that always can take care of you. Or if you're handy yourself, you can do it. All right, hope this helps, guys. Take care.